Hello, this is the Janitor, and it's just a little discussion video on my absence. Well, I'm usually making YouTube videos every few days and coming up with some more material, but lately it's just that I've just been a bit stressed by a few things, and that sort of slows me down a little bit. I'm over the PTSD I had around Christmas time. But I just have friends coming around, different things going on, going out and things like that. So yeah, the time put into the making music has just gotten a bit less over the last few weeks to a month. But believe me, I'm still on it. And I'm working out the Lo-Fi 12 quite a bit now, and made some good patterns on it. But yeah, another thing is I've got quite a lot of music gear in my cupboard now, collected up. So I'm a bit of a collector maniac of synthesizers. So like, when it comes to getting the workflow on some pieces of gear, I start losing it. Like, start losing my ability to cope, focus, I should say. I haven't played my digitone for ages. I just find the synthesis engine a bit deep and fiddly, and I'm going through all of these numbers and things like that. Yeah, all very well for techno, but I want to start making some drum and bass on the digitone, because that is a good piece of gear. All the rest of my gear I do use when I get around to it. The Digitac first gen, I still want to put some more samples into that, even though it's only got 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's still usable. But yeah, I've just got so many bits of music gear and my head's just exploded. So I need to just focus on the ones that I'm currently using, like the Electribe. I do have quite a lot of trance building up on that, and some techno. And the Model Cycles seems to be the one that I've used the most for techno, because it's easy to interface with. The Syntact, that's another one. I haven't used that for a little while, but I am getting back into it again slowly. Just like add some more techno tunes to that one. But yeah, my absence has just been because I just haven't had the time just to do my music. I did say I was going to put a trance tune with my Electribe onto YouTube that day. The following day I didn't get around to doing it, so I felt a bit sluggish saying that. But yeah, I am keeping it together. I'm not ever going to give up with my music ever, because it's just something I love doing. But yeah, I guess having a little bit of drug use, occasionally doing opiates, which bring me up for a few days, and then for a few days after I'm just sort of a bit not in the mood to do anything. And then through the week, it still takes me a bit of time to get into the mood of doing the music, because I used to do it when I was stoned, and I've cut down on the weed now as well. So that sort of slows me down a bit, not getting into the workflow. So maybe I should just use a tiny little bit of smoke to get my head in the creative mood, and then you know, I can get some music together on the Lo-Fi. The Lo-Fi is a good little device. It's amazing. I've got it sat down there, obviously in the corner, because I used it yesterday before I went to sleep. I was like playing on it for a while. But yeah, there's some good tracks building up on the Lo-Fi 12, even though it's Lo-Fi and not high sample quality, like say the Digitac. It's still a really good unit. But yeah, I need to kill my gear lust for things. That's what slows me down. It's being on YouTube all the time, looking at all the new gadgets and things like that. I need to stop that shit, man, because that's probably not helping. Like, you know, I've got more than enough music making gadgets to write a full album, really. The only thing I'm not used to using is the laptop. I need to get a program for that, because that will send me further places. and I'm shit with the computer, and so I've always got on really well with hardware. So hardware's my thing, and just seems to be my addiction. Just love it, all in one, something small, easy to function with, touch controls, buttons. So much better than having a mouse and then going through loads of menus all day long, and then trying to find the right sound, because there's so many sounds and so much sound design you can do on the laptop. You just don't get a pattern together. You're just there for ages flicking through things and through loads of like menus and different, you know, settings and things like that. So hardware's always been my music making tool choice. I need to do some hardware links as well, where I can put a few boxes together and try and come up with something that I've just never, I don't know, it's not like I've not been into that. I prefer it with one box, so I can push that box to its limits of how far it can go. So that's why I'm just a one box person. I will do occasional link up jams when I get around to doing it, you know. But yeah, just saying, my absence the last month has just been like just this and that going on. My mate Tracker I still ain't got the hang of yet. I was just pissing around trying to get the screen laid out, all the numbers. I just need to look at a decent tutorial to get me started, and then I can get some magic out of it. But I've wanted it for ages. I've been attached to it going, oh, should I buy this? Should I not buy this? And then I go and buy it, and then it's like just played on every so often, put down for a while, played on every so often, put down for a while. But it is the biz, the M8 is an amazing little box, and the fact it's got a synthesizer and sampler on board makes it a kind of must-have. But it's whether the workflow's for you. I've never been into trackers, so that's why I haven't got the Polyend tracker. I thought I'd try the Mate instead. But yeah, that's become a little difficult and a little bit fiddly. I like easy hands-on. I don't like too much menu diving and playing around. So yeah, I suppose due to my ADHD and on the autistic spectrum, yeah, my concentration levels are just a little bit awkward when it comes to complex things like yeah, menu diving, trying to find stuff. I've even got the Juno DS still. I'm never getting rid of that, and that's been sitting in my cupboard for a couple of years. But you know, I could make full songs on that thing, and it's got all the Roland signature sounds that go back 10 years or however long it goes back. And I will come up with something on the DS again, because that is a good synthesizer. Not even though I haven't seen many videos of dance stuff being done on it, it is possible to do any kind of dance stuff you like. The sound design menu is a bit fiddly, trying to find a way of designing the sounds and saving the sounds and things like that, and using the knob assign, like one of the coders that gives you a sign that you can put anything to it. I still haven't worked that out yet, neither. Hell, I haven't even worked out the macros on my Analog 4 MK1 yet. And that's where you set effects to each knob and mods, and you can do like changes in your track and make some really good like effects. Like, I still haven't worked that out. So you know, I'm good with hardware. There's various deep functions I still have to catch up on. But yeah, I don't think I'll be buying any more pieces of musical equipment. I've got the only one I've got coming now is the ELZ1 Play from Sonicware, which I've waited since March, and it still hasn't arrived yet. It's still like trying to work out the factory glitches of the machine and make sure it's all like built properly and there's no like OS bugs that's gonna interfere with people's use. So yeah, the discussion today is just about my absence, and also yeah, having a bit too many pieces of gear. I've only got a small flat type thing, and I don't like dust getting on my machines neither, because I have my OCD. It's another one I forgot to mention. Always trying to get dust out buttons and things like that, and you know, it's not going to affect the buttons in any way whatsoever, especially on the electrons. You know, you get a bit of dust going in it, it doesn't actually affect it. Like, it can last for years with bits of dust inside, because it's all button kind of pots or whatever they are. They like to come down like a keyboard key. It's almost impossible for dust to go into those buttons. So yeah, it's OCD, which is also maybe one of the things that slows down my operation with my boxes. But yeah, that's just my general discussion. I'm just saying, like, I hope you're all good, but I'll be back pretty soon, because I've got some stuff in the lo-fi 12 I'd like to do, and I'm building some trance up on the Electribe. So that's my say for today, and catch up